Hey, what's happening, gamers? How's everybody doing? Welcome to Xenoblade Chronicles X, the definitive edition. This is the first look at the game. The game is officially out as of, I believe, 10 a.m. today. And we were going to try to get early access yesterday, but we just couldn't swing it. So, this game originally came out on the Wii U, I believe, in the year 2015. We had a Ultimate Selects of this several years ago by Brady Power, I believe. Right around the time that Xenoblade Chronicles 3 came out, so that was quite a while ago. And this is one of the last remaining exclusives that was on the Nintendo Wii U. So we're going to show you guys probably the first 2 hours of the game. If the stream gets 1,000 views, you'll get a second episode. If it falls below it, then this is just a one-time thing. So, there's a lot of view suppression going on YouTube right now, and we're getting hit pretty hard, so we're going to do the best we can. So, you guys can always help by liking and sharing the video, get that likes up, help with shares, watch the shorts, all that good stuff. So enjoy the opening, we'll be back.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The Coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us. Literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, The white whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
Okay, so this is our create a character. We have an option of being a dude, or we can be a female. Wait, oh my gosh, it actually says male and female.
I was thinking.
Wait, is this where's body type 1 and 2? Let's go! Thank you, Japan.
I forgot. What is a male?
I
forgot because
I forgot what it was.
I just know I'm a body type 2 and you're a body type 1.
I guess I'd be body type 1.
What is this ancient terminology?
Alright.
I've never heard of.
Gotta have highlights. We're going with a girl because why not? Yeah. Doing that picture. Oh, that's tight. Nah, short girls are too. My wife is short. 30. Then you can change skin color, you can change the hair. That's it. All, I mean, there's not that many. Make frosted tips, yeah. Bob cut, or the bowl cut. Very good.
Yeah, that's a bob, I think.
You already have blue eyes. Special. Tips color, boot color.
That's a lot of hair color.
Yeah, a lot of options.
Oh, wow.
Where's yellow?
So you can't make colors like white. You can either make it a funky color like green or blue, or you can do it.
Really? You can't have blonde?
I don't know. I'm not seeing it.
Blue hair. Blue hair animation is cool. That was very common when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s. Like blue-haired girls was like best girl. So we're gonna go with blue-haired girl. Just keep the pink highlights because I think that's kind of adorable. This is the future, so people have blue hair. There we go. Still with eyes. Oh, that's not bad. Purple eyes. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Makeup? No, she's got one. Voice. Heroic. Mira. Oh.
Huh?
No.
Huh? Ah! What do you say?
Too min-may.
I'm getting wobbly! Let's get on with it. I've been staggered.
Too British? Which one? Classic British?
Yay! We win!
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost my balance. Hello.
Yes!
There we go.
I like that. Okay, we're doing this lady. Firm. Wow, there's a lot of customization options. Roots color, tip color. Yep, face paint. Okay, we're ready. Let's go. Finish. We are British. Love it.
Just like Shulk is British.
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
So you've been in stasis for a while because we fled Earth during the war. This is our first time waking up. In, I believe this is a dome city.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece.
See the mech suit? Oh wait, never mind. That's the door.
Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate.
I've been in hibernation a long time. British Min-May! Ha ha ha! No one knows what I'm talking about.
Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours?
Oh, I can name yes, let's go with Min-May.
You don't even remember your own name? It must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
Yay, I get to enter it! Let's go! Alright, one sec. I gotta remember how to spell this.
I'm looking it up too.
Min-May. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's how they spell it in American, so we're gonna alienate people. This is from Robotech, by the way, people. Lin space Min-May. It's pretty simple. Oh!
Just take out the space, or make Lin with just one N.
Oh, yeah, make it with one N. Yeah, okay, that works. Lin. Bam. There we go. My name is Lin Min-May. Ha! That's funny. There we go. Not enough spaces. Good enough, OH.
Good, there we go. What else you remember?
Used to be a pop star singing on a battle station.
It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move?
Okay. Show your body is working. Shake your head.
We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon.
I want to throw a cat at people.
There you go. All right, let's get going.
Come on, Min-May, go find Rick. Her eyes are gigantic. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't do the best job doing a creative character. Prologue, The Awakening.
I think she looks really cute. That's the default. I don't think you can change the size of the mouse. I mean, she is an anime character.
Yeah, she's an anime character. So already I'm noticing that the graphics look a little bit better than they did on the Wii U. Alright, follow the leader. Starfall Bastion. Lin Min-May! Now I just have to give her a blue dress, we're all set. Although her eye color is more like, she's supposed to have like kind of hazel eyes, so messed up a little bit. I got the blue hair right though.
Oh, and we got a super chat from Jacob Langlet.
Thank you, Jacob.
Most of the White Whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one.
Whoops.
You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the White Whale, do you?
It's a spaceship.
You know, the L-002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right?
No.
Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway.
Until the Zentradi invasion.
Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Whoa, that bug looks more detailed. Okay, target and draw.
Yeah, big eyes, small mouth.
Big eye, small mouth.
Yeah. And thank you again, Jacob Langlet, for the super chat. Jacob's super chat says, "Happy first day of spring. It's the 5th anniversary of Animal Crossing New Horizons." Awesome. Thank you so much, Jacob. And I see we have Zephyr here in the chat. Thank you, Zephyr, for becoming a member today and for the 5 gifted memberships and super chat on the last stream. Thank you so much for your help. And also, thank you, Brady is here who sponsored the last series of Xenoblade. So thank you, Brady. Good to see everyone. Hope you guys are having a good day.
Auto attacking. While you're drawing your weapon with A, you'll automatically attack your opponent. Do I remember how to play this? No. We'll do the best we can. Assault hammer. Let's go.
I know.
Target enemy. Oops. What? I didn't ask the video to capture the target enemy.
Let's get on with it.
Let's see what you've got.
Let's go! Giant bug. One bug done. Wait, is it, it's not dead? I thought it'd be dead. Oh, I see how much health it has. Okay. And since Brady's a super fan of this game, like, if he has any tips, feel free, because I don't remember this.
You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
They're very quiet. Show interest in finding work. Yes, I am not a NEET. I need a job.
Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for
Lounge
you.
singer?
But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
I did not do well in my first battle. What? Advanced Storm Dual Guns. Take all. Okay. Soul voice prompts are instructions suggesting or requests that your party members call for in the heat of battle, successfully responding to triggers. When an ally issues a soul voice prompt, which match the prompt's color highlight. If the art that's highlighted, you will succeed in a prompt. You and the prompt issuer will regain some HP and receive a beneficial effect. You and your affinity with the ally will improve. Okay. Well, let's do our best. Go team. Target. Life pod. Any more survivors? Oh, I'm stealing stuff. So I'm checking pods to see if there's any people that are still alive. Wow. This actually looks pretty good on me. I almost called this Wii U. I'm terrible. Kill the bug. Target it.
Yeah, and I had to look that up.
My turn.
Zephyr was saying, remember, anime characters often have a BESM factor, big eye, small mouth. Brady says, I've got you.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Do we have another Pro controller?
I can look for it.
The right and some of the buttons are sticking. It's not working. I see.
Oh yeah. Just so you guys know, if you do become a member or a super chat on the stream before Luke is awake, don't worry, he will see it on the back end of the channel, even if he's focused on the game now.
Yeah, and thank you, Zephyr. You prefer like Zephyr? Thank you for the gifted memberships today, for becoming a member yourself, and for the super chat as well. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you, and also it's nice to see. If you guys are wondering what the purple icon means, that means Brady is a very old member. I think he's been a member for 55 months, something like that. There's a couple purples on the channel, so make sure you guys get the purple status too, if you are members.
Thank you to all of our members and subscribers and people that help in the chat. Everything that you guys do helps, like, you know, just watching the videos and
engaging.
And,
lay down some fire.
Sharing and just being part of the community helps a lot. And also our members. Thank you everyone for your help. Appreciate you guys and all so much. Thank you.
Are you kidding? Who built this color
And I'm looking forward to playing this today. So this is the definitive edition, so it's remastered.
Yeah, it is definitely remastered. The character models look fantastic compared to. I mean, it looked really good on the Wii U too, but I mean, this is definitely. This feels like a Nintendo picture. Like it's fully updated.
Some people said that you could do blonde, but you can't see it very well where they're showing it. But I mean, honestly, I think it's better to just not worry about the character model so much and just get into the game. I
liked calling her Minmay, so it made me happy. Even though I'm more of a Lisa Hayes person.
I do think having the different color hair like blue is more like anime characters, so that makes sense.
Should I try to attack this one? Let's go. Let's get to work. I love that I'm British. Well, because the reason why I think the British voice acting was great is because, remember, Xenoblade was not localized in America. It was part of Operation Rainfall. And so they managed to get the game localized in Europe. And then Reggie Fils-Aimé was the one who saw how well Xenoblade, The Last Story, and Pandora's Tower were doing in Europe. And so the following year, or 6 months later, he got the games over in America. He got all three. Out of all the 3 games that came out, Xenoblade was the most successful. And then, of course, because we've had like several Xenoblade games come out now, you know, Xenoblade 2 and 3, both on the Nintendo Switch, and then the former Wii U exclusive, Xenoblade Chronicles X, and then before that was the definitive issue of Xenoblade 1.
Were all the Xenoblade games, were the voices done in England?
Yes.
So that's kind of why I really, okay, that makes sense. So that's kind of why I wanted her to have an English accent, because it's more nostalgic than...
Yep. This game has American accent, if you want. I like British because nostalgia. Yay! Let's go.
Let's move.
Take all, because I like to fight monsters. Because we're going to be stuck in... I'm sorry, but the city stuff is kind of boring for me. So if we take our time getting to the city and we fight some monsters, level up on the way, maybe I can pass my test and get to my robot mech. Because the only reason I really like this game is because of the giant robot mech.
Let's get on with it.
Let's see what you've got.
Xenoblade games are on the Switch now, so
That's right, J-Bros. They all are. You can play Shulk's Adventure, Xenoblade Chronicles. You can play Rex's Adventure, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. You can play Noah's Adventure, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And you can play your own character in Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Brady was saying to soul voices are how you feel.
Okay, thank you, Brady. Did I die? No, I'm still...
Pre-ordering has perks in the UK, saved $7 off the
Package destroyed.
Quite often cheaper to pre-order than wait until release date on physical here. Let's go to it. Oh, you were playing this but stopped playing it, Peter?
We win!
Nice work.
Yeah, rank up.
And I had a lot of fun. I played with Zephyr and Mage Wolf and Chad today on Monster Hunter.
Cool.
So yeah, we thought a lot. Well, they basically carried.
Let's see what we've got. Shadow strike.
Yeah, I had a.
Slide nice. Move in and do some damage.
I can't wait to do more hunts.
Scream edge.
We actually had a really cool cutscene at the top of the hill. So that was cool.
Awesome.
I like our monster hunter.
Upper hand.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, hi Miss Deanna, hi GameWing, and hi everyone. GameWing was asking how I'm doing. I'm doing well. I just had my coffee today, and I was happy to play Monster Hunter. So that's pretty much all I did, but I had fun. And
It's kind of hard to see in the rain, though.
I had a little bit of soda bread, Irish soda bread, because we were gonna make corned beef and cabbage, but I haven't made it yet. So I don't know.
I'm sorry, but I'm getting such a kick on the fact that we named her Lin May and we gave her blue hair. It's funny.
I sort of understand the reference you're making, but I don't quite understand. But I'm kind of pretending that I understand, so I can pretend to be cool.
Robotech. Oh no, nobody knows.
I know it's Robotech, but I don't understand. But this doesn't look like Min May from Robotech, though.
Yes, it does. She's got blue hair.
She did have blue hair?
She had blue hair.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's why you named her Min May. Okay.
Yeah, well, I was gonna probably make a Lisa Hayes character, but I couldn't find the brown.
I didn't remember what Min May looked like. All I know about Min May is she sings off key.
Yes!
That's the only thing I remember.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
She sings that song to inspire her troops, but it's completely off key and it sounds so bad.
Scream edge.
That was back in the day where they would have limited available amount of people that could do like dub anime voices, and you'd have to sing and speak the part, and not everyone who sang was really good at singing.
Upper hand.
Honestly, I still feel like anime characters
Strike. We got it.
it's not
Let's move.
in the English. In the Japanese, it's always on key, but when they dub it, it's like
That's because in the 80s and 90s, like, there wasn't... The people that they would hire to do the voices would also be the singers. Like, if their character sang, then they would have to sing. So the actress who played Min-Mei couldn't really sing, but they were like, you know what? We hired you to do the job, just go with it. Exactly, because they're like, it's just anime, we're just dubbing it, it's not a big deal.
Right,
because the audience was so small for anime back then. That
but then years later you listen to it and it's like, terrible.
But that's what happened too with a lot of games. So another famously bad like singing game is Lunar Silver Star Story. Now next month, Lunar is getting a HD remaster of Lunar 1 and 2, but I don't know if the original like cringy singing is in it or not. But like it was very common when I was growing up that whenever there was an anime game, if it had singing, it was horribly, you know, off key and the pitch was all over the place. But it made it like this very it felt like anime because it was very common of anime.
Yeah. It was nostalgic. The off-key singing is nostalgic.
Yeah.
You come to expect it.
You came to expect it back then. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Robotech S1 / Macross, says Zephyr.
That's right, Zephyr. Yep. And if you guys are interested, there is a Robotech game that's on Nintendo Switch. It's really good. And recently they made a Macross game that came out in December, I believe. It's I think it's a bullet hell game, but it's still pretty cool. I never got a chance to look at it because I missed my window of opportunity. But I did get to play it a little bit, and it's really fun.
Yeah, I was just thinking about, I don't know, just a random thing that somebody said. They were like, well, in Japanese, like, original, like, people sing a little bit off key. Or in the original Japanese. And I'm thinking, I don't think so. When I hear it in Japanese, it sounds completely on cue.
Oh no, the lady who could sing, because you have to remember that Robotech is based on a series called Macross. So the character of Minmay is named something else in Japanese, and she can really sing.
Yeah.
This is
I should be
It sounds good
It
in
was
the
just
original.
an American.
hang in there. You've got a way to go.
Nice work.
Yeah, and it's because they couldn't afford to hire another actor to
Yeah, then
do
you'd
that.
have to hire 2 people.
Right, and anime budget was not very much in the dubbing world, when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s, so you had to go with what you could, because they would only give you a certain amount of money in order to dub the voices, and for the most part, most anime, which is different than today, is they rewrote the shows. Like,
Oh, right, yeah.
they
because it
basically,
was-
they took different animes that they bought and licensed, and they pasted them together.
Yeah, Robotech was just pasted together from there.
Robotech is actually based on 4 different anime that are not Macross. There's one Macross anime, and then the other ones, like Southern Cross and all this other stuff, are completely different mech shows that they pieced together because they look like they had similar aliens. Because in the 80s and the 70s, it's very common for anime shows to fight blue-faced aliens. So they just were like, well, these are evolved versions of Zentradi, but if you look at the character design from the original Macross, aka Robotech Season 1, and you look at the various Robotech seasons that came afterwards, that they all, like, weave together as one, universe, you can see that the aliens and the art style changes as the series progresses. Because it's actually,
the same
it's a completely
show.
different show, right. It just had the same concept of, okay, these are planes that turn into robots, or these are motorcycles that turn into robots, and this is the future technology. So,
I wonder if they did that because they couldn't translate the Japanese very well, so they didn't know what they were saying.
when they originally did dub stuff, yeah, they couldn't, there wasn't very clear-cut, like, translation of anime, so they just rewrote the stories.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember that the world was very small. Like, it was not interconnected. Like, in the mid-90s, the world started to become like one big open world where people could communicate with each other. In the 80s and 90s, like the early 90s, everybody was all isolated. Like, Japan was over in Japan. They would import stuff, but they didn't have, like, any control. Like, the manga artist or the animation studio can't say, okay, you need to do the localization exactly like how we had our stories. They didn't understand what half of the stuff was, and the Japanese people would send them a transcript of, or a summary of what the episode was about, and then the American writer would just go nuts and do whatever.
Yeah. I actually remember in the 90s, like, in school, because my grandfather was born in China, I knew some of the pronunciations of Chinese cities, and my teacher would actually pronounce the names wrong, like, when she was, like, correct, like, and some of, like, I mean, this doesn't have to do with Japan, but China, but it's like, I remember, like, some of the cities, like, I think Beijing is the same as Peking, but they couldn't pronounce Beijing, so they called it Peking. That's how bad, that's how bad it was, that they literally couldn't even, they couldn't get it right, like, they couldn't get, like, things from other countries correct. They didn't take the time to actually make sure it was right. But yeah, I feel like that about the anime, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Kind of too dark to see the detail, though.
Oh, yeah, someone was wondering if you could change the brightness.
Well, once the main game kicks off, you'll be able to see better.
The rain's starting to let up. Just in time for sunrise.
Sunrise is coming. Now you really get to see the detail and the changes.
Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
Time to go to the city! Did you ever see the Xenoblade Chronicles X stream that I did years ago? Okay, cool. This will all be fresh to me. Wait for it.
wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
So everything that you're seeing, just like, you know, previous Xenoblade games, this massive open world that you're experiencing, you can go everywhere you want. As far as the horizon reaches, you can go there. It'll take you a while, but you can go to the very top of that mountain. Also, there's no fall damage, so you can jump to the very top of the mountain.
We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home. Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
Thank you for the super chat. Wait, am I muted? No, I'm not muted. Thanks for the super chat.
Thank you, Zephyr, for the super chats. The super dimensional fortress Macross, super dimensional cavalry Southern Cross, and Genesis Chamber Mostpedia are the anime that make up Robotech.
Bingo.
Awesome.
That is correct.
Awesome.
Yeah, so like I was saying before, is the world was like separated because of, you know, every country was different. That means every entertainment was different. So the American like cartoon people took interest in Japanese stuff because Japanese stuff had always been kind of been imported since the 70s a little bit. But, you know, there was a small audience for that. But in the 80s, they expanded it even more by getting all these different animes and redubbing them up until about the time of Dragon Ball Z in the early 90s. And then they actually started to follow the script of the shows. But Sailor Moon was not anything like Sailor Moon in Japan. It was kind of like a parody show in America.
Yeah, like how they did with, oh my gosh, Power Rangers.
Well, with all the expressions that Usagi had, aka Serena in America, the people who were originally working on the Deke property, like, because it was Deke, it was a Canadian company that brought it over, is, like, they thought the show was a comedy, because Serena would have, like, all these, or excuse me, Usagi would have all these extravagant expressions, and she would act like a goofball. So when they got a hold of the show, they kind of wrote the first season a little bit like a comedy when the show itself was actually very dark. You know, Queen Beryl and her company were coming to Earth and they were stealing the souls of people. And America's like, no, we can't do that. So instead of killing people, they stole the energy from people. They would make people very tired. And they would have the actors groan when you would see the lifeless bodies on the ground. So to a child watching it would be like, oh, the person's sleeping or they're very tired.
Oh, wow.
But in
so
Japan, they would be sucking the souls out of them and they would have to defeat the monsters to save the people's lives. Anyway, certain enemies you find on Mira will attack you as soon as they detect you. You can tell an enemy's detection type by the icon to their name. So if an enemy has like a really big level on there, it's going to be a different color. If it's an enemy that you can probably survive fighting, it's going to be like a light bluish.
Yeah.
The game will give you warnings, just like every Xenoblade game. Like when you see a monster that is way above your level, you want to avoid it. Now, I never did that. I always like would try to attack like giant monkeys that were like 50 levels above me just for the content. But in this one, we're going to avoid monsters that are like so much bigger than us. Yeah, that's right. Content is content. Non-aggressive enemies, no icon. Visuals. see how it changes a little bit? So we're a level 5 right now. So that means if we see an enemy that's like a level 8 or 9, it's going to be yellow. If it's level 5, 6, or 7, it's going to be blue. It'll be comparable to our level because the game's like, okay, you can probably fight this monster. And you might be able to take down a monster that's yellow. If it's in the red, you're screwed.
Yeah.
See? They even show the red asterisk above the enemy.
I think the...
This is our companion for now.
Oh, we had a highlighted message. Thank you for the highlighted message, Spaz the Space Wizard. Thank you for being a member for 25 months. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for your help. I have the Wii U Collector's Edition. Oh, of this game? Awesome.
Our Wii U Collector's Edition is right next to our Red Ranger helmet. It's up there.
And, yeah, and Zephyr was saying, plus all the censorship they had to do for some of Robotech.
Oh, yeah. Robotech censorship, Sailor Moon, Ronin Warriors, Dragon Ball. Yeah.
Jotaro says, Robotech was the first Western cartoon show to have a death of a main character and show the repercussions. Shocked people back then, but it was pretty common in Japan.
Yeah, the death of Roy Fokker. A lot of people actually die in Robotech, so it's not just Roy that dies. Most of Vermilion Squadron ends up dying, as well as like people on the SDF-1, people on Earth. It was, you know, people would watch the show and they'd be like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Because, you know, people got hurt in shows, but they wouldn't die. So when anime was starting to become a bigger force, like 1985, 1987, you had like more of these anime adaptations where characters dying is a part of the story. So they couldn't really censor out the character's death. They had to go with it. They just changed how it happened.
I remember K-Bro talking about that because we were talking about back in the day when we were playing certain games and we would have to like censor ourselves and say like, oh, they were defeated instead of killed because it bothered people. And I remember K-Bro was saying like in Japan he felt like they have a healthier way of dealing with things because they actually show people dying. Like whereas kids in America, they grow up not watching people die in any shows, so they're completely unaware of reality sometimes, like in some things.
I need to switch my target. I don't remember how to switch my target. Help! Oh, wait, never mind. I figured it out. Okay. Switch. So, I mean, I am a level 4 right now, so we should be okay. Our goal is, see that giant spaceship in the background? That's where we're going. But along the way, if there are enemies that I can fight, I'm going to fight them because in an RPG, remember, it's always important to level up. I know people like to run right to the spaceship, but it's important to level up. Also, you get used to the combat and a bunch of other stuff. It's important to do it.
Gundam did not sugarcoat death, says Peter.
No, it did not. No, it did not.
Also, the Ocean dub changed Bardock into being a scientist, says Sora Cloud.
Yes, they did. I prefer the Ocean dub of Dragon Ball, though. Your father was a brilliant scientist. He came up with this little number, which was the ability to have a moon thing. When there's no moon on a planet, they send a big energy thing that mimics moonlight, and they transform.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah. Because they have to transform into monkeys based on...
Yeah, they would originally transform into giant monkeys, and yeah. I think we can fight that big dinosaur. I think we should. He's in the way. Let's go!
Now it's my turn. That one was a beauty. Scream it. Can be destroyed. Move in and strike.
There you go, Amber. We're fighting a dinosaur.
Oh, awesome.
Ow.
Those, sauropod, or brontosaurus, or sort of.
Touch me up.
Or apatosaurus, or...
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly an apatosaurus, but I mean, so. I think they call that category with the long neck dinosaur.
If we can kill this giant dinosaur, we might actually get,
You're not gonna make it.
Are you sure about this, Mr. Luke? Says Miss Deanna.
Nope, I'm not sure, but it's all good fun.
Luke
Okay,
likes
we couldn't kill it.
likes to rush into and try to kill things that he's not ready for, but he just likes to try.
First death.
I mean, it's just a game. At least he's not dying in real life, fighting a dinosaur in real life.
Alright, so that dinosaur is a little bit out of our pay grade. He's a little we don't have, like... Because you have to remember, we have base weapons. So we don't have very good weapons right now.
So, does this game take place before or after Shulk with the timeline? Or you don't... or nobody knows?
If you want to ask somebody, ask Brady about that. Brady would know. Brady is a super fan of Xenoblade. They're all connected, but I don't know how.
Let's get on with it.
So, Brady or any other Xenoblade people, does this game, what is this game called again?
Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Xenoblade Chronicles X, does this take place before or after Shulk's story?
I would say this takes place before it. Like,
It's a separate universe, says Vic.
okay, never mind. Oh, there you go. It's not.
Yeah, that's true, Miss Deanna says. Nowadays, children are exposed to death even at a younger age. Like, makes them desensitized now. Yeah, that's true. Second season of Robotech actually cuts out part of the scene completely when Dana is first promoted and thinks she's about to head to Brig for disobeying orders. They cut the entire shower scene, says Zephyr.
Yep. Yep, they did a lot of stuff, obviously. Because, I mean, in Japan, it's very common to show bathing and other things. In America, they're like, ah, scandalous, can't show that.
X is separate, says Brady.
Okay.
Xenoblade X is a different universe, says Blue's Cat. Unless they connect it to the new story, says Brady.
I don't know.
The early bird smashes the worm.
I love my British sounding character, let's go.
We're doing a tribute to Shulk's universe with the British character.
I believe Brady said the actress who played Fiora is one of the voice actors in this game who you can have as your main character's voice.
Oh wow, that's cool.
I believe so. Was that her name? Was her name Fiora? The Shulk's
I don't
girlfriend?
even remember.
I can't remember.
Something with an F. Fiora or Fiona, I don't know.
Maybe it was Fiona, I don't remember. It started with an F. You are correct.
Let's move.
I'm not done yet.
On my ultimate, do I ever say do this or go this way, Kwings? Says Game Wing.
Sometimes.
Like,
You're supposed to be an ultimate
yeah,
is a director.
you can if you want, or you can be chill and just let us do whatever we want, whatever you would like. If you would like to direct us, you can, Game Wing.
Yeah, ultimates they're kind of like mini directors of the channel, so like if we're not playing the game exactly the way that the ultimate wants to see and they have tips and tricks, you know, they take priority, because they're the paying VIP of that series. But every ultimate's different. Like Drago doesn't like to tell me everything that I need to do, like if he's already beaten a game, so like he has me kind of go through it. There are some ultimates that like to give advice, but at the same time they also want to see me struggle and get through it on my own. It all depends.
Fiora is Shulk's wife, says Brady. It was Fiora, says Peter.
I was close. I knew it started with an F.
I actually have both the Macross and Southern Cross animes, says Zephyr.
Nice.
Don't have Mosspedia though.
I only have the first. I only have the Rick Hunter saga and the Robotech the Sentinels movie. I didn't like. I could tell that the animation was different when they were motorcycle robots, and even as a kid, I felt like it was kind of off because you never saw Rick Hunter or Lisa Hayes and Max and his wife again. It was just the Dana Sterling character, and the animation looked different, and the robots and the spaceships. So I was like, "There's no way this is connected." So even as a kid, I knew something was off. So I didn't like it. I just liked traditional Robotech.
Yep, Seon Lee says Fiora is Shulk's wife.
Yeah.
Hi Richard. Hi everyone.
We like Fiora.
Xeon blames Chromosaurus X, says Yoshi. Man. Don't know what. I'm glad you guys know about all these animes. I do remember Robotech though. Hi Richard, you're breathtaking.
I watched a lot of Robotech. It's still one of my favorite shows of all time.
I understand, but I know everyone is different, so I don't tell you guys to do anything, but I give you guys information about, like, if you're stuck and stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I like how you do chill, Ultimates, Game Wing. I appreciate them very much.
Everybody's different.
I had fun playing. You let me have fun and do it my own way, and let me just try on my own, Game Wing when I played, Gundam Breaker 4. I had fun. So.
We've literally had ultimates that had us play terrible games just so they could troll us with it. Like, one of our mods, Leroy, used to make us both play Superman 64 a year. Thankfully, he got out of that. Like, he stopped doing that. So, but he used to, you know, just do it for the sole purpose of trolling us. Because, I mean, they were bad games, and people wanted us to see us play, like, legendarily bad games. So it all depends. Some people don't have time to watch their stream when it happens, so they become an ultimate and they watch it when, you know, before they go to work. James Craig is like that. James can't be present for his streams. Mandragos can't always be present.
Yeah, and Jotaro helped lead me through his ultimate with the
I was right,
anime
Jotaro is coming up soon too.
Oh, that's right.
This is where life was going to take.
Ooh, we got a better rifle. Let's go. See? See how that has like a little thingy next to it? That little marker? That means that's good. Do I have to wait until they tell me how to equip stuff? Because I have a better weapon now.
Sienna says, I don't always tell you guys how to do stuff because sometimes there may be stuff that's really sad or heartbreaking. Oh, yeah, like stuff coming up.
Oh, no, people don't tend to give us spoilers. Like, Brady does not like spoilers. I know that. When Brady was a VIP, he did not like when people would do spoilers because he wanted to see our reaction. So he would always tell people in the chat, don't do that. And there was one other VIP that was like that. Somebody who used to do Arkham games was very adamant about, like, no spoilers.
It's hard because
Well, it's hard
no matter how many times you told people, then there'll always be somebody else that comes.
Move in and strike. Side slash.
When I hit, I hit hard.
This is gonna be close. These are a little bit higher level than me, and I just have base weapons, so I'm doing the best I can.
I should heal up first.
But I mean, I wish people would, you know, that would be nice if people.
Oh, if the internet wouldn't do spoilers for stuff.
Yeah, it is nice to see people's reaction. I agree.
Move in
It
and
is
strike.
pretty neat.
Shadow strike.
All right, there we go. Level 5. Let's go, baby. Still have base gun though. The level 5 is good.
You can equip stuff now. It's under the party menu. Thank you, Jotaro.
All right, thank you, Jotaro. After I kill this bug, I'll try to equip the new gun.
Yeah, I like that about Brady and stuff that I like seeing people's reaction. I think that's really neat.
Uh-oh.
Because then you can't react to the story with them. And then you can't see how they felt at that point in the story.
When I hit, I hit hard. Kill me!
I should heal up first.
Wow, this is taking a while to kill this.
Hang in there. We've got a way to go.
Move it. Nice.
Ways to go. All right, so take all. And they said I go to what menu?
So what, how long has it been since this game came out then? Originally?
2015 originally.
Oh wow. This game originally came out in 2015.
10 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yep, and we've had it sitting up there on our mantle for quite a while. It's that really big box where you can kind of see the robot standing next to the Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Alright, so how do I... Is it, guys, is it fashion gear or ground gear? Like, how do I equip my better weapon again? New weapons.
She's got the 90s look with the dress with the pants under it.
Well, you can change their outfits later. Okay, so let's change some stuff. Weapon power rating. Proto knife. Okay, weapons TP gain rating. Okay. That is lower than my stats. Usually, that's a better weapon though. It says unique, level 7 weapon. Why would that be bad?
Well, Luke, I think you made this game series 10 times more awesome by naming the character Min-May.
I'm just trying to figure out why would a level 7 gun be worse off than the gun that I'm using? Oh, I don't even think I can use it yet.
I don't know.
Insufficient level. Yeah, of course. Insufficient level. That makes sense. So I still can't do that because... Why can't I do this one? Unable to equip with current class. Boo! Assault rifle.
Wow. I guess I started the stream a little late, so it's 2 now. We'll probably go right until the next 3 o'clock stream then.
Yeah, but also we have to push this one. Yeah.
I did put the shorts playlist in.
Okay guys, so some of you haven't been here in a while. Our channel's not doing the best anymore, so in order to keep the channel stable, we have to have YouTube Shorts in the background. So those of you guys that remember how to do that, if you could click that, that'd be great. YouTube basically now like view suppresses, so this stream, which is doing amazing, only has 600 views. So it is what it is, but
yeah, like they count streams differently, whereas usually a stream that would have 70 people watching or 80 for like a couple hours would get like 5,000 views. Now it will barely get like 800 views.
Yep.
And then so that's and you only get paid if you get 1,000 views, so it is. So what we do is we just try to get people to watch the shorts if they're able to, or if you become a member or super chat or whatever, that helps tremendously. So we already had several super chats, and we had some gifted members today from Zephyr and some super chats from some people and highlighted messages, so that helped out tremendously today. So thank you everyone.
Yes it did, yes it did. Okay, so now we need to make our way to the... Oh, there it is. There's the ship. Alright, I'm going to try to get to the ship so we can get to... because most people run to the ship by now. I'm just, you know... I like to explore.
But yeah, Luke, or I mean, YouTube expects us to keep our views over 1,000, which... I don't know... So we're doing the best we can. So yeah, if you guys are able to watch the shorts every 20 minutes, watch a few of them, or keep it running in another tab. That helps out tremendously. Then Luke can relax and just concentrate on Min-May. Well, not too hard.
I'm more of a Lisa Hayes guy, but... it was... Ooh! Oh, vehicle wreckage. I can't drive this. There are vehicles in this game too, but this is a wrecked vehicle.
And I'm sharing the shorts in the background too.
I'm gonna go all out.
Yes, to even lesser known enemies. Because, why not? Ah. I was hoping we'd have a much better gun. Not yet. I have a level 7 gun, but I can't use it yet. Because I'm not a level 7, so I can't equip it.
You have like a crossbow gun.
Yeah, I have a crossbow gun.
We win! Nice work.
Why are you just standing there on the rock?
I don't know.
Wait, can I swim toward the thing? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I think we just need to cross that bridge. Wait, can I cross that bridge? I think I can cross the bridge. Yeah, they made this pretty simple. I'm just goofing off. Okay. Cross the bridge. Full speed! I haven't saved in a while though. I need to save in case we die. Otherwise I'll have to do all that fun stuff over again. There we go. You can save at any time by going to the world map, so...
The other character's name is Elma.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Monster. When I'm a much higher level, I'll kill you.
Well, he's like, I'll be waiting for that.
Was there no jump in this game?
I don't know.
Nope, I don't see a jump. Wait. How did I do that? Oh, okay, I see the jump now. Yay. I remember how to jump. Why does it keep taking photos, though? Capture taken. No, 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 no. We don't want to do capture taken. We're almost there! Sort of. We have some monsters to kill on the way. No, we don't. We'll just go into the open field. Hup! Boom. Ah! These guys are on there.
Oh, so we've got a few people in the chat that like Xenoblade then, or that know a lot about it. Vic is a Xenoblade person, and Blue's Cat, and Peter. Yeah, and was it just one? Was it just Xenoblade in general that almost didn't come to the United States, or
well,
was it just the one game?
I never understood if Xenogears and Xenosaga are connected to Xenoblade or not, but Xenoblade released on the Wii in Japan, and then it was localized in Europe, and you know,
and then it wasn't going to even come to the United States.
It wasn't even going to come to Europe. Europe somehow got it. Like it was pretty popular. In Japan.
Yeah.
Wait until forced. I don't know. Time until respawn. We'll just wait.
So we can just wait 20.
Just wait 20 seconds.
Shadow strike.
Yeah, but that's why all the characters speak in the British accent, because it was localized in, or it was
They did the voice acting and they did everything in England or wherever, yeah. And people were like, "Oh, I don't." There were some people making a big stir about it back in the day. They were like, "Well, I don't want to play a game with British voice acting. I want it to have American acting." It's like they're speaking English.
Why does it matter?
Yeah.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The white whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the west gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside. Grexes. And they're riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
Well, we leveled up a little bit, so we should be able to fight these things. Melee and ranged weapons! Now, I've been doing this the whole time. You can attack at close range, use guns,
Oh, that's great, Zephyr says. I'm so glad I can just lounge around at the moment, because I have 1 and a bit weeks off of holiday left. Awesome, Zephyr. I hope you have a good rest of your holiday left. That's awesome. And Red Dot says, my favorite kind of ice cream is Rocky Road. It is good, and I agree. I love it. That used to be my favorite kind of ice cream.
It didn't have to be like this.
And then I changed it to like coffee ice cream. But I love Rocky Road. It's so good. I also like bubblegum ice cream. Luke used to like mint chocolate chip ice cream, but he can't have mint anymore.
Yep, see, I leveled up, so this is nothing. These enemies are no big.
Aren't they the same creator but owned by different companies?
I think so.
Which causes issues.
Xenosaga, or Xenosaga, whatever you want to call it, more of an emphasis on like space stuff. and kind of a continuation of the big reveal in Xenogears. Which, Xenogears, I actually, the only reason I got into Xenogears in the 90s, late 90s, is because the composer of Chrono Trigger was the guy who did the music for the game, and he was very excited about it, so, that's the only reason I got into Xenogears and Xenosaga, is because of Yasurina Mitsuda, because I followed the composer.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
So, I just realized why I really made the character Minmay. If you look at her face, she has so much makeup on her face, just like Minmay. So.
See, I thought her face was like flushed red or something. Like she was like sweating a lot. It kind of looks like her, when your cheeks are really red like that, it kind of can mean that your blood pressure is abnormally high. And you're like stressed out. But it could also mean you have like a lot of blush on. I mean, I think it looks kind of cute.
Can't even see the survival prototype. I mean,
are you trying to remove the blush from her face?
No, I'm trying to give her a suit to wear. So that's her without the suit. What's the difference between prototype and survival? I don't see any differences, do you? Prototype? No.
No.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, there we go. That's a little new and different.
Different costume.
Yeah, I'm looking. Got light suit. You can have a red top. Makes her kind of stand out more.
Your favorite ice cream is chocolate? Yum, OH. Chocolate is so good. Alright, we'll see you on the later streams, Keith. That sounds good.
Yep, later, Keith. Like, did...
GameWing says, I would like to see how Amber plays this. That's very sweet, GameWing. Maybe Luke will let me have the controller for a little bit. I don't know if he will. Maybe he will. I don't know if Luke's gonna give up the controller, GameWing.
What I don't understand... Hey, guys, did the character always have... Did she always wear pants over a skirt in the original?
You know, I already know where you're going with this.
I'm just curious. Head. Prototype.
I don't know, GameWing. Luke.
Yes.
GameWing would like to see how I play if you want. I would like to play. I would like to try every game we play, but Luke's always like, he thinks GameWing, he thinks I'll probably kill the character on accident.
No, I mean, you're pretty leveled up. You can easily...
Well, I can try to fight one character.
Oh, there you go. So you can remove the... she was wearing pants. You can remove the pants if you want.
Isn't that her underwear?
That's a good question. Yeah, wait. I'm back. Where am I? Change gear. Legs.
I mean,
See if
as
she
long
has
as...
better... You can get other clothes as you go. Survival. Oh, I see. So that's her, that's like her Xenogears thing. Like, you can have, like, a full-on, like, battle suit, like the person who you're hanging out with. If you wanted to. If you wanted to give her full, like, hey, here you go.
Oh, your sister likes mint chocolate chip ice cream, too? Awesome, Cassie. Yes, Luke is trying to put this girl in a skirt, I think.
It's trying to. The game won't let me, though.
We're instead of progressing the story, we're gonna do what really matters. Try to find a skimpy skirt for this character to wear.
No, we're fine. Alright, let's go. Okay, so if you, let's see, is there any material that you can easily
Wow.
There we go. So, I'm gonna teach you how to do this. Here you go.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, Game Wing. Thank you. You Game Wing advocated for me to get to try to play. I appreciate that, Game Wing.
It didn't have to be like
So,
this.
you want to target with R1. Then you gotta hit A.
Okay. Targeting with R1. Are you sure it's not L1?
Yeah, L1.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Nothing is working.
Okay. So, and then you just, if you want to use your knife, you would hit the X button. But you have to be close to them, because the knife is like a close-range weapon. So
Alright, so this is a little bit complicated, I guess. So, yeah, I can see why Luke wasn't having me
you can
play.
respawn them.
But then it will take me far away, right?
I don't know.
It says it will go to the last landmark you visited. There you go, Game Wing. I tried. I think it's a little bit more complicated than I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, the combat is interesting in this. I think I did try the combat in one of the Xenoblade games, but I don't know how well I did. I tried on it.
Wait, what happened?
I thought it was having me respawn.
Okay, just go to the base.
Alright, well, maybe I'll try another time. Is there somebody over here?
Yeah, you have to target with R,
Okay.
and then you hit A to initiate the battle.
Okay, I'm holding R and I'm hitting it. Exactly like you said.
You tap R, don't hold it.
Oh,
Okay.
tap R. Okay.
Let's get on with it.
I didn't
Let's
know
see.
that.
Back away from the enemies though, unless you're gonna shout.
Okay. Now what do I do? I'm not on anything.
Attack
Move in and
automatically.
do
Oh,
some damage.
That's a change your
I
attack
didn't know
type.
that.
Side slash.
I didn't understand
Shadow runner.
that. Alright, so as long as I stay back here. Alright, so I'm trying it, Game Wing.
Close range combat. Shadow strike.
I don't know when we're gonna be done killing these bugs though. They look kind of. I don't even know how to do my super move.
You don't have any. That comes later. You have to be close to use the knife. You
Really burn.
Oh, then how do I? Okay.
have to get up in their grill, and then you switch with the X button.
That's a dent in 'em. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Alright, there you go, Game Wing. I tried it. And Game Wing has got my back, trying to help me get a chance to play. Thank you, Game Wing. You're very sweet. I have faith in you. Thank you. Thank you, Nate. I tried. So that, yeah, you have to know what you're doing, I guess, in this.
Going in the population center. Here we go. I need to do something about our makeup. I give it way too much. It seems like...
You can press ZR to jump, says Brady. Okay, thank you, Brady. I didn't realize I could jump. Okay, thank you. Thank you, later, Gator.
Now we're inside the big city.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira. Come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Yeah. Now we're inside the big city. And I'm a level 5. Let's go. Yeah, obviously. Oh, she leveled up too when I was out there with her. Okay. Alright. So I'm a level 5. Not bad. Cool music? Yeah.
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days
all
ago,
our
ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly humbled and
From political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
and a better tomorrow.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
This one of the survivors, ma'am?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Shosan was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
Chapter 1, New Los Angeles. Hey guys, can I go shopping and get a better outfit? I want to make the character look like Minmay with like a blue dress. Max, yay! Whew. Da, da, da. There's the blade. A blade.
Damn it! Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would you?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly!
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-whos? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade. Yeah, well that, doesn't usually happen.
We know it doesn't, Lynn. Look, I know what you're thinking. But believe me, young as she may look, and yes, she is young, she's actually one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
Alright, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Okay, what do we got? Changing party members. You can change your active party from the main menu. You can select allies from reserve and then your active party or swap them around. Okay. I only have 3 party members at the moment. Okay. Yeah, Miss Sienna, I'd like to go shopping, so I don't like the idea of a character wearing skirt and pants. It just doesn't look nice. There are characters that you can actually see that are wearing like skirts and stuff like that, or shorts. Something similar to what Lynn there is wearing would look cool on my character a little bit. Where is the red thing I need to go to?
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley as well as the Barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn.
I want to go shopping.
We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
You say it's not Los Angeles because it looks too nice. Annie thinks this is New York City. New York. Oof. That was funny. Let me in? Can I not go inside the building? Okay. Ah! Oh, there's nobody here.
Well...
Oh, you can't go shopping right now. Oh, I can take Lynn's body wear? No, I'm not gonna do that. Prototype sleeve? Whoa. Apparently I only had one prototype sleeve. Lynn's leg wear. I can steal her pants. Oh, that's funny. So you can change your pants. Okay. Alright, let's go. Mech suit.
Am I right?
Hey! Hey!
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi!
Miss Ku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here...
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin? It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Ku, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Okay. Rewards? I got a shirt. Track this mission in your navigation. Yes, please. Leave Blade Barracks. You can toggle stuff. Okay. Okay. Alright, so he gave us... That's what that is. I mean, that's better than nothing. That's the battle suit. That works. If only I could change the color. Oh well. This way. Oh.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that scale. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby. Now this girl gets it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over. I can feel
Alright.
myself getting stronger.
I leveled up just from talking.
So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey!
Okay, so the tour continues.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout console. You know, to get tougher.
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one Blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other Blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell Blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Shopping!
Listen. Hey.
Finally can make my character look pretty dope.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
No! I can't use this shopping terminal right now.
Hey!
Boo!
Am I right?
Whatever. Well...
Don't have anything to show me right now. Boo.
Really?
Look at the cool mech suits.
Listen,
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chosan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Story mission complete. Results, something called experience. Oops. Okay, check tips. You've just woken up. Save. Hi. Okay, what do we get? I'm not walking on my... You know what? That's fine. Okay, so we got a new something or other. No, we did not. Alright. I want to go shopping! Is there like an actual shopping district, or is there just like the armor lady here?
Well.
Ooh. Ooh.
Am I right?
Hey!
Doggone it.
Hey!
1, 2, 3.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment.
What in the hell are we waiting for?
As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part? I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Like I had a choice.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Wilma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
More... Nope. Got some experience, but nothing really else. Track. Now can I go shopping? Chapter 2, New Frontier. Whoops. Never got to see my house.
Man, am I glad we pulled an assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does she know Irina and Gwyn?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
Okay, check with the sergeant.
Strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
Oh, she's leveling up just because? Passive level up system? That's interesting. Wait, I want to go shopping. Gotta make my character look more like Min-May. Because I can. Arms manufacturer? No. You cannot use this now. Of course. Ah. Haha, I knew it! Survival pants? No. No. So, of course, all the good stuff is going to cost money. Yikes! Diving bottom, swimsuit bottom. Don't they have, like, a regular skirt? Like, skirt without the pants? Combat pants? Still pants. Combat footwear? No. I mean, that's sort of better, but not. Pants, 380s. So either they go full on, or they don't even go halfway. What about tasteful stuff? They'll give you a swimsuit, but they'll cover up the legs, like for just wearing a skirt. It's like, okay. So weird. Well, I guess the character outfit that we have is the best it's gonna get, because, I mean, either they go full extreme or none at all. Meh. Yeah, see? They go bathing suit or nothing. So weird. Combat baywear. Alright, well, we can't really do anything then. I was hoping there'd be more customization options, but there's really not. Yeah, that's... They're so expensive, too. If only this came in blue. That's so extreme. Alright, whatever, okay, whatever. Weapons. Assault rifles. Alright, let's go talk to the lady. Stupid. I guess this is the best I'm gonna look on the entire game. Probably. I don't know. Bomber!
Hey.
Just wanted to give her a cute, like, little blue dress or something like Midnight. Oh well. Whoa, that's a bit out of my range there. They're all level 7s now?
Let's get on with it.
Engaging.
Lock and load.
Lay down some fire.
I've lost my
Shadow.
Oh, I can't jump away.
Side flash.
Whack! Smash! Pendant down. We can lay it. Assault hammer. Slit edge.
Sliding splinter.
Flame grenade.
Side flash. Shadow strike.
Sorry, monster,
Upper
nothing
hand.
personal, gotta level up.
Whack! Smash! It may be huge.
You're on top of it
Fight
now.
to the death. Keep firing! Almost down, but not out. Flame look!
Appreciate it. Early burn.
This is really
I should heal up first.
Help me!
Pendant destroyed. Move in and strike. Shadow
When I
strike.
hit, I hit hard.
work.
Sorry, monster, but necessary. Gotta level up somehow. Alright guys, that's the best I could do. So, if you guys would like another Xenoblade stream today, 1,000 views is required. That's the best I could do. I gotta get the Sonic stream up and running, gotta get something to eat. So, I gotta switch systems. It's possible I could do a stream of this at 6 o'clock, but I gotta see, you know, they get 1,000 views. So, thank you guys for the super chats. Really appreciate that. Return a title screen, yes. And hopefully we'll get to continue this like at 6 o'clock tonight. Yep. Sonic is going to be next. Thank you guys for checking out the first look at Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. This was the prologue. Chapter 2 would be the next stream. You can see my main character standing right there next to the awesome blade, the mech thing. So, well, I mean, likes push views. So, hey, Titan Gamer. All right, guys. So head on over to Sonic. I'm gonna get your newsletter all written and stuff like that. But I gotta bounce. The hourly views are too low. We got to get the next stream started, unfortunately. But this was a lot of fun. The game was fun. I like the improvements that I've seen so far. The visuals are much better. I can read the text a lot easier than I could in the other one. It was very hard to read the text. So Sonic Heroes is next. Head on over there, and you guys will be redirected. And should things go according to plan, Xenoblade should get another stream around 6 o'clock. So that is if people... Remember, you have to watch it once it's archived. That's the only way it's going to take you to 1,000 views. Okay? The musical interlude will be cut. We have to run that to keep views stabilized while we shift between streams. So there'll be music running on Sonic. You guys can keep watching Xenoblade once it's archived. Leave a comment. That always helps with engagement. And who knows? Maybe we'll get to a part 2 today. If not, part 2 tomorrow. Okay? God bless. Happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys later.